In this section of training, we're going to explore the auditory drill. We'll go over the purpose of an auditory drill, explore the script, and there will be a brief demonstration of the procedure. On your screen is the script for the auditory drill. On the left-hand side are the directions for the teacher, and how the teacher may approach introducing the concept in delivering an auditory drill. On the right-hand side is the role of the student. Before we get started, it's important to think about the purpose of an auditory drill. In an auditory drill, we are spelling sounds, not words. If we can spell sounds with automaticity and accuracy, utilizing the information we've learned about place value of sounds, rules, and keywords, we will become more successful spellers. The formation of our mouth as we produce sounds will tip students off to some important information. Some sounds are very difficult to distinguish without the nonverbal cues of lip, tongue, and mouth position. So, in an auditory drill, the teacher will direct the students to look at his or her mouth. Eventually, you'll want to eliminate the teacher talk and use nonverbal clues, such as pointing to your mouth when you're ready to say a sound. We ask them to repeat the sound, which is our way of checking to make sure they heard the sound correctly. Eventually, you'll want to eliminate teacher talk and provide the nonverbal clue of holding your hand out, which tells students to repeat. It is also important to maximize this multisensory practice by having students say the sound while they write it on their paper. When they simultaneously say and write the sound, they are increasing the amount of multisensory practice which they need to retain this information. In this script, you'll see that the teacher directs students to begin by looking at her mouth, holding her hand out, prompting the students to repeat, and reminding them to say the sound while they write it on their paper. Then, ask them to check their work. It's important that students see the answer correctly displayed for efficient checking and error correction. As students progress in phonics skills, eventually they'll get to the point where they know multiple ways to spell a sound. Since an auditory drill is about spelling sounds, often more information is needed. Looking at the script on the screen, here is an illustration of how you would handle that issue when it occurs. Let's assume that the student knows 3 ways to spell k. Therefore, the teacher has to provide more information. The teacher would start, "My sound is k," and the students repeat k. Then the teacher provides the keyword, kite. The students respond by saying the sound k, and they know to write K on their paper because K is the choice that goes with the keyword kite. In the second example, when the teacher says the sound k, the students again repeat. Then the teacher provides information. While the teacher could have provided the keyword duck, in this example, the teacher is using a rule as a prompt. I'm looking for the spelling at the end of a 1-syllable word after one short vowel. Students then respond k as they write CK on their paper, because CK is the best choice for the rule that was provided in the prompt from the teacher. In the final example on this screen, you'll see a position or place value clue. The teacher asks students to spell the sound A. Students repeat A. The teacher could have provided the keyword play, but in this example, the teacher provides a place value clue. I'm looking for the spelling at the end of a word. Students respond A while writing AY on their paper, because AY is the best choice for spelling A at the end of a word. Again, as students acquire more skills, more prompts are often necessary to support them in knowing which spelling is intended. In just a moment, you are going to watch a brief video demonstrating the auditory drill. We'd like for you to participate as the student, using the practice space provided in your manual. Please engage and write your responses just as the student in the video is doing as well.
All right, Landon, are you ready to do the auditory drill? Okay, we're going to spell some sounds, not words, but sounds. So I'm going to say a sound. You're going to look at my mouth. You're going to repeat the sound. Then you're going to write the letter that makes that sound. And when you're writing, I want you to make the sound again, okay? So our first sound today is qu.
Qu.
And then write the letters that makes that sound. And I want you to say qu. Very nice. Our second sound, look at my mouth. Y. Repeat.
Y.
Nope, right here. Okay. Next one over here. I. Now repeat.
I.
Right. Ah.
Ah.
Can you say it while you write it?
Ah.
Very good. Now coming down to 2, our sound is, look at my mouth. J. Repeat.
J.
Our next sound is ks. Eh.
Eh. Eh.
Next sound is k. Look at my mouth. K.
K.
Like in kite. And then coming down to the 3, my next sound is Repeat.
Mm.
B.
B. B.
Ah.
Ah.
Good job.
Since handwriting is not the focus of the sentence dictation drill, we generally would not stop and correct their formations. Instead, periodically collect students' papers, identify what elements are problematic, and provide students practice time. On the screen is a sample of what an auditory drill's information may look like to an instructor if they're using our OG lesson plans. Our plans will indicate the sound that the teacher is to dictate to students in slash marks. As a reminder, when you see a letter in between slash marks, that indicates that you are saying the letter sound, not the letter name. Looking at the top row for partner A, the instructor would dictate s, I, m, ah. Again, with the appropriate pacing, that would allow students to repeat the sound and then record the letter or letters that spell that sound on their paper. Something to point out in partner B, in the second row, is the sound k. Again, in slash marks, we have the sound, and then you see that following that slash mark in parentheses is the keyword, cat. That would indicate to the instructor that they should pronounce the sound k. Students repeat k. Then the instructor would provide the keyword cat to indicate to students that the intended spelling is C, since C is the spelling that goes with the keyword. In our lesson plans, this is often how you'll see things represented when multiple spellings are known. There are instances when a script or a rule may also be applicable, and that will be noted on the plans as well. This concludes the auditory drill segment of training.